Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. There was one thing that the old timers never canned, and that was dried beans. Dried beans was something that was so cheap, canned around here. Even when I was a kid growing up, I can remember like canned pinto beans at the store. They were like 10 cents a can. And even as back as far as 10 years ago, I can still remember getting dried canned beans like pinto beans, black beans, great northern beans. I can remember getting them, 5 cans for $1, 20 cents a can. But in the last couple of years, the price of canned beans has went up tremendously. So about 2 years ago, I started canning dry beans. And it was basically just to fight inflation. And I'll tell you how much the price of canned dry beans has went up around here. I looked just here in the last couple of days at the local Walmart, and the Walmart brand black beans, they were 62 cents a can, and the Bushes were $1.29 a can. They're the kind of the premium brand. So, like I said, a couple of years ago, I started canning my own dried beans, and we really like them. Black beans are our favorite. We like pinto beans and great northerns too, but black beans are kind of our favorite. We use them for black bean soup, refried beans. We do like a southwestern black bean that I do. And these are the beans that I'm going to show you guys how to can. You can see here they're kind of dusty and dirty. These are some that I had vacuum sealed. We're actually really fortunate. They grow black beans around here, so I can actually get these in 50-pound bags. But they're not quite as clean as what a bean would be that you just buy, like a pound or 2-pound bag in the grocery store. They're dusty, so these have to be cleaned off. Dry beans are just like meat. You can them at 10, 11 pounds of pressure for 75 minutes in pints, and that's what we can the dry beans in, is pint cans, because it's the closest to what the canned beans are that you get in the store. So I'm going to measure these out. I'm going to rinse these off. I'm going to show you guys how to put them in the can. Now, dry beans, you don't need much of them in a can to fill a can. For a pint can, about a heaping half cup is about what you need, and they'll swell as you pressure can them, and they'll take up the whole can then. And that's basically what I do, is I measure these guys out dry, and then I rinse them off, and then I backfill them into the can, cover them with hot water, dash of salt, seal them up, and then get them in old Nebuchadnezzar here. Nebuchadnezzar is my pressure canner. I call it Nebuchadnezzar because it reminds me of Morpheus's ship from The Matrix, if you haven't seen that. But anyway, I'm going to get all this stuff going here, and then I'm going to show you guys how I do this. All I'm doing is rinsing these off good, just for like a few seconds. That'll take the dust off of them. You don't pre-soak or really do anything with these. Then you just take a good heaping half cup, about that much right there, and then fill them into the can. And that's all that you put in. It'll swell up when it pressure cans. Alright, I got these beans all filled in. I got about a quarter teaspoon of canning salt in each can. And now I'm covering these beans with hot water right out of my tea kettle. Gonna fill them right up to the top of the inside of the mouth of the lid, or the rim. You can see right there what that looks like. That's about how much water you put in. You don't want to overfill these. And then if you got any floaters, you're going to want to take your spoon and skim them out. And then we're going to wipe the top of the rims here, and we're going to get lids on. Alright, this is how I seal these cans up. I take a moist paper towel. I wipe the top of the rim, just like so. And I take my hot lid that I've boiled. I set that on top. I take my rim, and I make this good, just hand tight. You don't want to over tighten these because gas has to escape out of this. Now I'm going to get this in my pressure canner here. Now this water in the pressure canner also has about a tablespoon of white vinegar in it. That, yeah, I do that because we got hard water here, and then that way you won't get that film on your cans. I'm going to seal this up now. I'm going to bring it up to 10, 11 pounds of pressure, and then we're going to pressure cook it for 75 minutes. And then we'll turn our heat off and we'll let our pressure come down. So I'll come back to you guys here when I got the pressure I want. Alright, it's been 75 minutes of pressure canning and probably a good half an hour for this to cool and come down to zero pressure. Now we're going to open our canner up. Always opening it away from you so the steam doesn't get you, because there's going to be steam in here. Now we're going to take these jars out of here so they can cool. Alright, I got these all lifted out now, and now I'm going to leave these set here for 24 hours so they can seal. You never want to move a can after you take it out of the canner, because sometimes you can disturb that seal and it won't seal for you. So in the morning, I'm going to come back and show you what these guys look like and give you a bit of a wrap up. And here we are about 7 o'clock the next morning, having a little coffee here, checking on my cans, and they all have sealed. So it was a successful canning adventure again. Just wanted to take this time to show you guys how to can black beans, kind of fight inflation, kind of fight those high prices by doing it yourself. But anyway, this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video, and you guys have a good day.